What'd you say?
Are you gonna go yet?
Yeah, we're gonna leave here in just a second. Just getting everybody on video. Make sure everybody sees just how happy and amazing the family is for the trip. Trying to get Ezra in there, trying to get his face, and then trying to get Zek's face. That beautiful face.
No, you really like
He needs to shave so bad.
Yeah. And then there's a bunch of.
Hi, girls.
Do you want me to grab colors, Dad? Do you want me to grab some crayons?
Great. Slater Christmas adventure has begun. First stop is because we're crazy and we're heading to Georgia. We thought, hey, let's head south and west to go to Branson because why not? We're actually going to go see Esther at Sight and Sound Theater, which is going to be awesome. But before we do that, we are actually headed first to Buc-ee's. There's a new Buc-ee's in Springfield, and so we're going to go get beaver bites or whatever the heck they have there, I don't know, and fill up our gas tank with Buc-ee's gas, which is probably better than any other gas, and see what other kind of trouble we get into. So just to start, it's gonna be good adventure, I think. And then it's always good when my wife drives and I don't have to. So for now, tonight when it gets midnight and I'm driving through Alabama, I'm sure it'll be a different story. So
When you're at Buc-ee's.
all right, well, we are officially apparently here. It's the largest beaver I've ever seen. So this was just built, not too long ago. But there's a line here on the exit of people coming to it, which is not surprising.
Alright guys, first place I'm going is the bathroom.
A gas station became its own tourist destination when it became Buc-ee's. That's how it works.
There's so many people.
All right. We came back to the car because this place is crazy busy. But got that triple meat sandwich. Got them Buc-ee chips or whatever they're called.
And big burritos.
He's got a big burrito. It's huge. What'd you get, Thad? What'd you get? A brisket sandwich?
Yeah, brisket sandwich.
Yep, big old sandwich, and then look at that cinnamon roll. Looks yummy. Yeah, Buc-ee's is cool. It's new, and so there's a lot of people up in there. The road to Branson is very pretty. There are tons of mountains and hills and road cuts and things to see. Unfortunately, so far from what I've seen, there's not a lot to be found for the rock hunter in this area. There are reports of some vugs of calcite and some other things, especially in Branson. There's a few newer places where the road's been cut where you can find some things, but they're kind of older reports and probably picked over clean by now. But hey, any place is worth a stop and a look. As you can see just in this video, there are places where there's tiered excavations done along the highway. Any one of those layers could produce something. And then you get around the Shepherd Road in Branson, and I'm blanking on the name of the road off the top of my head, but Expressway, Shepherd's Expressway, something like that. And I know it's near Hertz Donut shop, which is a good place to eat. But anyway, supposedly there's some stuff there, so maybe try looking around that area, see if you can find anything. But otherwise, our location, our destination for now, before we go to see Esther, is Table Rock Lake. Decided to stop at Table Rock Lake just to stretch our legs before Esther, and there's a beach full of rocks, so we thought we'd look around. What'd you find, Thad? Where'd you go? Thad, show me the one you just found. There's nothing here. It's nothing too special, but it does look pretty cool.
Thaddeus
Just
called
good
it
old eroded limestone.
Thaddeus called it
I like
botch instead of a beach.
A botch. Yeah, it's fine. We all misspeak sometimes. Yeah, all this
Whoa, what's that? Wood.
eroded limestone.
What is this? It looks like wood.
It's just a rock.
Looks like wood.
It's just a rock.
Yeah.
Lots of interesting little rocks around here, but nothing too special. This area in Branson just isn't known for having a lot of
Guys, I just
take-home
found
minerals.
something dead, and it looks like it has pincers.
It's like a part of a crab,
Yep, crab.
part of a
Maybe it
crayfish or
came
something.
out of that shell.
Maybe.
It's a crab. Maybe it came out of that shell.
Might be a little druzy on that rock right there. It's not druzy, it's just, looks like it's got some quartz in it. But yeah, just hanging out. Not much to do except explore and stretch the legs. Enjoy this Missouri winter weather. Here's an interesting one that we found. Looks like it's part of a geode.
That's druzy.
Yeah, it's
what it looks like.
Yeah, it's part of a geode piece that broke. Yeah, you can see some of the little crystal points in there that probably came from. It's probably a stylite. Is what it is. You can find these up in the rivers, and yeah, it's probably the same thing. Yep. Yeah, that's actually got some pretty big little druzy crystal points on it. Not bad. There's definitely a lot of abandoned chert.
Yeah, all over the place.
Those are pretty, and they would polish up well. Like here's a piece that's pretty jimmy. You can see how it really clears up toward the top there.
This one's my favorite.
Keep it still. Keep it still. So we can see it. Jimmy chert. Yeah, that's like the piece of fundum of a foot. Just really went clear in that little spot. Which it would be important to say that we are not keeping anything we're finding because we are in Table Rock State Park, and so therefore it is not lawful to take what we find. So don't take stuff you find in state parks unless you have permission. Look at that sound, do it again. There's a rock underneath it, it's making the sound, but you can just tell it's limestone, you can tell it's, and then here you have the just kind of exposed shelf of rock here, which is cool. In the middle of it is some chert, some pretty banded chert. For those new to my channel, I do have 6 kids. This is Silas, and then Thad, my lovely, amazing wife Amanda, and then Ezra's there in the middle, walking away. I'll zoom in there. Then we have Chloe, Levi in the front, and then backwards hat boy in the back there is our cross-country star, Zach Slater. But the beauty of having 6 kids should be that it should be really easy to find things because you've got all these eyes. So lots of people looking for stuff. That's where it's at. But nothing to find, and that's also the other part. Nothing significant to find. Anyway, still cool though. Fun little place to stop and just wait and chill. And it's empty. There's nobody here. There's like 0 people at this lake right now. There's no boats out. There's nothing, which is, I guess, typical Branson Christmas. Now, I don't see any dinosaur prints, but maybe that was some kind of crazy alien print or something. It's pretty cool looking. Just here on this shelf of limestone going down the river. Well, in this blue shale that's up here that Silas has, very possible to have some pyrite in it because this blue shale carries it, especially down south toward the Joplin area.
Look right there.
Oh yeah, there's pyrite. That's what that is.
Pyrite, but
Yeah, it's eroded pyrite. It's all rusty and stuff. But
Yeah,
if you
right
broke,
there
yeah,
too.
if you broke enough of it open, you'd probably find a fresh cube. That actually, this piece here, right there in the middle, that is fresh enough to still have some gold to it.
Just a little bit.
That piece there has a little bit of gold shining, a little bit of silver. So yeah, it's got some pyrite. This shell carries it pretty heavily.
that were in that right there.
Yeah, that
That
one's...
has been eroded, and then
So,
there's
here,
still
hang
some
on.
gold there
So yeah, there's pyrite in there.
and right there.
Pyrite there.
What's
Stop
up?
moving so much. Hang on. There you go. There you can see the
Look at
cube of
these.
it there. Yeah, so these...
They're so cool.
This is right up against this building here. I'm not sure what the name of the trail we're on is, but it's the southern end of the place. Yeah, you can see that piece back there. Yeah. I'm not gonna get all up in their stuff here, but just admiring all the interesting pieces. Yeah, there's some pyrite in there right there. Eroding out, rusting. Yeah, this blue shale carries it pretty heavily, and so this is just one of, if you can find it near here where you can actually get to an exposure, you might be able to find some that's whole. But the only thing that causes that is rust. Rust comes from iron. This is iron pyrite territory. See, here's another. That's a big old chunk of it he rode out right there. Look at that. It's like a whole coating of it. Yeah, there's another spot there. Weird. And we found a couple of little cubes in that stuff a second ago, so that's pretty cool. Keep the camera going until we get to the end of the place here and get to the parking lot. There's a cube in there, look. Right there.
Oh yeah. Didn't see that one.
Some more coating in that. I don't know why the dam is making weird noises, but that makes me kind of creeps me out a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what's in this. I pointed this out earlier. In some of this limestone. Just blue chert, probably. That's got to be what that is. And there's a big old chunk where pyrite re-rusted out of that piece. Pretty cool. All right, we are leaving the lake and headed to the play. Pick up later on as we get to more adventures. Probably tomorrow.
This sure is gonna be so much.
I'm not sure who thought the name Beaver Nugget would be appetizing, but they're right. I mean, it's these things are good.
Oh, I thought they'd be like
Beaver Nuggets. From Table Rock Lake, we had tickets to go see Esther at the Sight and Sound Theater. Amazing production, amazing voices. The music was good. The acting was good. Definitely above par for the normal Christian production. So we were very impressed. The coolest thing about this place is the stage is panoramic. It wraps around the whole building. It's incredible. It's almost a little overwhelming because of how much is going on all at one time. But man, we had a blast. It was such a good show, such a good time. Highly recommended to anybody in the Branson area to go see. All right, we are in Helen, Georgia. We are walking to a restaurant. You can tell we're in the right place because there's mica literally everywhere. All kinds of goodies on the ground, just in the dirt. It's all shiny and sparkly. It's awesome. So, ready to get the adventure started here in Georgia. This is a very pretty German town. Still has lots of architecture and German authentic food and other things for you to see. So this was a highly recommended stop that we got to make. Got to eat some good food, take some pictures with Bigfoot, and we got to meet up with my dad and my sister-in-law and her husband while we were there. So it was awesome. Great place to stop, and really close to some really cool sites to find minerals. Dahlonega, Georgia, which is just down the road from here, is the gold capital of Georgia, and a lot of the East Coast, some of the oldest gold mines are around there. And then just north of there in Franklin, North Carolina, is the ruby and sapphire capital of North America. It's an amazing place to go find all kinds of different minerals, corundum, quartz, everything you can think of. And so this was just kind of our intermediate stop before the rest of our adventure. Pizza and burgers, I can tell you that right now. And then Nice red clay everywhere.
Mom, are you going the right way?
This is also amethyst country, so could be some amethyst in that wall over there. Probably not gonna go find out. So we're up here by this excavation pit that they dug for parking. I mean, and they got a big old hill here full of stuff. And you just see the mica schist everywhere. Not another word, schist.
God, I think this is all crystal.
It's all kind of colors. Yeah, it's a big old feldspar.
I wish I could wash it off, but that looks like it's just about all crystal.
Yeah,
That one's.
that one gets clear in the end right there. Pretty gemmy.
I'm not taking that one.
It's huge. Well, I mean, and that could have had some points on it underneath that mud, but you can't tell because you can't wash it. You're not in a spot to. Look at that piece there. Just a big old chunk of feldspar and quartz.
It is. It's literally like a layer.
Yep. Little. Maybe a little tourmaline in that with it. See where they really did it.
It's weird. What is that?
Really brought the mountain down here, dug a bunch out. Pretty cool. It's actually got flowstone growing over it now after it's been sitting here for a while. See where it's eroding down. Little mica book up here. And then a big old chunk of schist there. Really decaying, falling apart. Nature's glitter.